Let's do Norse mythology, the death of Balder.
My name is not Sven, it is Martin, yeah.
Balder, son of Odin and Frigg, was said to be the fairest and wisest of gods, admired by all. He lived in Breidablik in the sky and was married to Nanna. Many women fell in love with Balder, including SKADE, the wife of Njord, who wanted to marry him, but Balder remained passive. The Aesirs were so keen on protecting him that his mother Frigg asked all the things in the world not to ever hurt him, but she forgot about the tiny hidden mistletoe that ultimately led to his death. The jealous and malicious Loki made an arrow of mistletoe and tricked the blind god HERMOD to aim at Balder with it. The Aesirs were stunned by this, and any attempt to speak of it resulted in more and more tears. His body was placed on his great ship Ringhorne and laid in the funeral fire. When his wife Nanna saw this, she fell to the ground, dead, and so her body was also placed in the fire. Frigg asked if any of the Aesirs would ride and beg the ruler Hel to let Balder return from there. HERMOD said yes, and for 9 days and 9 nights he rode on Odin's horse Sleipnir until he stood before Hel. He told her that all the Aesirs grieved the loss of Balder and begged for his return. Hel hesitated and said, "If all things, living or dead, cries for him, he will be allowed to leave. But if anyone disagrees or do not cry for him, he shall remain here." When HERMOD returned to Asgård with the news, the Aesir sent word to everybody to grieve for Balder, and they all did, all except the giant Tök. She said that she would not cry for him and that he could remain in Helheim. Once again had the false Loki, disguised in this way, brought misfortune to the Aesirs. Loki was to be punished, but also HERMOD, who actually killed him. But no living god was suitable to kill him, so Odin approached the giant Rind, disguised as a woman. For Rind enjoyed the courting of women more than men, and Odin saw to it that she was no longer a virgin, and 9 months later she gave birth to Odin's son Vale, and on his first night he killed HERMOD and sent him to Helheim. Balder remained in Helheim until RAGNARÖK, the fate of the gods in the final battle, and was to return together with HERMOD to rule in the next age. That was my 4th video in the Norse Mythology series. If you want to see the other videos, go to my channel page and look for the Norse Mythology playlist. I also do Last Week in Sweden on Mondays, and I alternate between Norse Mythology and 10 Swedish Words on Thursdays. And also on Thursday nights, I do live streams. So thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.